Hello, how are you? You've been dealing with any entitled parents lately? Today I'm going to be reading some r/entitled parents. So if you haven't had the pleasure of dealing with any in your own life, at least you can hear some stories about them now. Okay, let's get into it. Entitled mother wants me banned from football because her daughter broke my ankle. So this happened when I was about 11 or 12 years old. I played for a local girls' football soccer team as the goalie. We played on a field not far from my house for home games. We went up against another local team in their county tournament. This team had a girl on it who I'll call Anne. Anne's mother was a known problem. She'd scream if her daughter was so much as touched and had been known to be threatening to both parents and players. Anne was lovely and we actually knew each other from school. There was a friendly sort of rivalry between us. About halfway through the first half, Anne came at the goal and we ended up both going for the ball at the same time. Her foot connected hard with my ankle and I immediately knew it was broken. Anne had apparently heard the break and helped me to the ground, yelling for help. When I looked down, my foot was at a very strange angle. Both coaches helped me off the pitch, Anne beside me holding my hand, both of us crying. Other players were gathering around, but the coaches told them to step back and give me some space. My parents appeared and sat with me while my team's coach called for an ambulance. At this point, entitled mother appears. I hear her before I see her.
What's going on? Anne, get back on the field!
Mum, I broke Zai's ankle. I want to stay with her. I'll be red carded anyway. For those who don't know, usually if there's a foul, you get a yellow card, and 2 yellow cards causes you to be red carded and sent off. However, if a foul is particularly bad or causes serious injury, you're red carded straight away.
Red carded? Why? Because she didn't get out of the way in time?
My mum. No, because it happened. I don't think Anne meant for it to happen, but it still did.
Well, I think your daughter did this on purpose to make Anne look bad. I bet she's faking it.
I'm still crying and in too much pain for patience. If you think I can make my ankle bend like that myself, then you're stupid.
How dare you?
Turns to the coach.
I want the police here too for defamation of my daughter's character.
At this point, the referee comes over to check how I am and to let Anne know that, as she thought, she's red carded. Anne doesn't seem to care, but entitled mother explodes.
You can't red card my daughter. Red card that little witch. In fact, ban her from the game. She's putting it on purpose. Look!
At this point, she kicks my ankle with her foot. It's not hard, but still agony because of the break. I screamed and my mum jumped up to take on entitled mother. The other team's coach had to get between them to stop a fight. An ambulance shows up during this and the paramedics come to help me. They managed to get both Anne and me laughing and helped to secure my ankles so as not to cause more injury. My dad told them about what entitled mother had done and one of the paramedics shook her head and said, "You can't help stupid, I guess." The police also showed up while I was being sorted out. I didn't see this part but was told about it by other players later. Entitled mother started yelling that my mum and I should be arrested for defamation. However, after being told by several witnesses what had happened, entitled mother was arrested for assault. I was taken to hospital in the ambulance, my mum riding with me and dad driving the family car. It turned out I had a break in 2 places in my ankle. I have a strong suspicion that one of the breaks was the result of entitled mother's kick, though that can't be proven. I had to wear a cast for 6 weeks and missed a week of school. Anne and other members of both teams came to visit me at home in the following days. Entitled mother was cautioned and released, but was issued with a lifetime touchline ban by the team's coach. She apparently tried to show up at a couple of games, but other parents made her leave again. Thankfully, Anne is still lovely and we remain friends to this day.
Yeah, you broke your ankle to make my daughter look bad.
Okay, here is our next story. My mother threw my sister a party for my 8th birthday. This happened in 1998 when I was 8 years old and my sister was 5. From a very early age, I knew that my younger sister was the golden child and could do no wrong in our mother's eyes. Mother Dearest was abusive towards me for most of my childhood until I was 14 and her physical and mental abuse turned towards my sister as well. My parents had separated before my sister was born. They didn't mesh well together, but tolerated each other for the sake of their kids. Part of the reason that my sister was Mum's favourite child was her love for horse riding, which I was never interested in. The more hostile our mother got towards me, the less interested I got in anything she was interested in. And then came my 8th birthday. I was friends with our next door neighbours' kids and a few kids from school. Although I didn't have that many, I loved the friends I did have and was excited to share my birthday with them. My birthday was on a Friday, but Mum told me that she'd arranged my birthday party for the Saturday, which was fine by me. The day of my birthday party came and I got excited. At that age, I hadn't yet had my heart crushed by my mother and her blatant favoritism and abuse. But that was the year I began to hate my birthday. The party was arranged to start at 12 p.m, so I wore my favourite dress and sat outside to wait for my friends to arrive. This was the point that I realised something wasn't right. Outside was the mother of one of my sister's friends with a Shetland pony in tow. My mother knew I wasn't interested in horses, and even if I was, this horse was too small for an 8-year-old. As more guests started to arrive, my heart broke more and more. These were my sister's friends, not mine. And for the icing on the cake, out came my 5-year-old sister in a Cinderella costume. None of these people were there for me. This was supposed to be my party, but instead it became a party for my sister. None of my friends were there. All of the birthday presents were addressed to me, but were things I didn't want. My Little Pony toys and other horse-related gifts were what I got from my mother and the people at the party. The only present I got that wasn't horse-related was from our dad. He came later in the day to wish me a happy birthday, and by that point the other guests and the pony were gone. I can remember him asking me what was wrong, as I wouldn't come out of my room or talk to anyone. My mother acted dumb and said she didn't know why I was upset. It wasn't until many years later that my dad found out what had happened. After that day, I didn't want a birthday party again. Even now at 30, I don't make a big deal out of my birthday. I still celebrate it, but I don't do birthday parties. My sister has changed a lot since then, and I don't hold any grudges for the things our mother did. We don't speak to our mother anymore, and our father died in 2009 when I was 19. It's tough sometimes, but me and my sister are really close, so we have each other to lean on for support. I'd be lost if it weren't for her. Oh, that's so horrible. I don't know how you can do that as a parent. That's just so heartbreaking. Those were some really entitled parents today. I hope you guys enjoyed those r/entitled parent stories, read by Red. If you did, please give the video a like, and please subscribe as well, because I'm making videos every day and I want to entertain you. Thanks so much. Have a good rest of your day.